In this course, we're going to be looking at all the different factors that could potentially help you rank better and where you should be focusing your energy when you are doing YouTube optimization and what optimization of your YouTube channel really entails. So the first thing to kind of keep in mind is that YouTube has a massive algorithm that's been built over years and years of tweaking and adjustments. So apparently their code is several million lines long. It takes into consideration possibly thousands of different cues that it takes into consideration when it's determining ranking and when it's determining what videos get tied together within a YouTube experience. So needless to say, it's extremely complex, and we're going to just basically outline some of the things that we've noticed within our experiences on YouTube and some of the things that work on channels that we have, and we're going to be discussing why they work, as well as we're going to be going over strategy and to help you really get effectively more involved with optimizing and how to think about optimizing for future videos in order to be able to grow and understand some different patterns that are going to be able to help you grow your channel and improve your channel over time. And one of the key things to kind of keep in mind as well with YouTube is that in the end of the day, it still is an algorithm. So it is a technical algorithm that can't really 100% understand what the video is, even though it is able to determine the different words that you're going to use in your video. You can see when you actually go into your video, you go to subtitles and CSC, you're able to see that YouTube can pick up the wording that you're saying within your video. So this is another important thing that YouTube can use to kind of predetermine what this video is about, in addition to whatever information that you're able to provide for the video. So any kind of title tags that you're using, tagging that you're using, even the descriptions that you're using can affect what's happening within your video and how YouTube is perceiving what your video is about. Also within search, so I'm just going to type in a term. So another thing that YouTube looks at is that if someone types a particular search term, whatever users are clicking through, so if people aren't generally clicking through on some of the top videos, YouTube will look at that and say, okay, well, you know, for whatever reason, this person came and they went to the third page of our search results and they found that this particular video was more relevant to what they were searching for. So all of these different things that happen on YouTube are going to be different cues for YouTube to understand and to better understand what your video is and the value of your video. Because at the end of the day, the ultimate consumer for YouTube, it's not going to be the channel providers, content providers. It's going to be the people that are coming in and searching for content on YouTube. So they're going to look at any different metrics that they can in order to determine what is the best content they can serve up to their target audience, who are the actual users that are coming in and searching for terms. So YouTube, just as Google, at the end of the day, it's a search engine, and their primary objective is to provide the best possible results for the users that are coming in and performing search. So one of the big things that we're going to talk about is audience retention, because it has become one of the main metrics that YouTube is using. They're able to see how the audience interacts with their video and gather data from those interactions and do an analysis of that to determine the value of your video content. So all of these things working together, terms that people are placing in, videos that people are clicking through, additional videos that people are clicking through on the right hand side, length of the time people are spending on videos, all of this is going to play into how YouTube is going to perceive the value of your video. And at the end of the day, it's always going to be value and the content that you're putting in, how relevant YouTube determines that content is to the video as well. So you might have a title tag that's completely off of your content. So YouTube will look at that and say, okay, well, this isn't relevant to particular tags that you're using, and the algorithm's gonna take charge of that and calculate what they feel is gonna work out best for their audience who is doing searches on YouTube. So that's a summary of what we're going to be looking at within this course and how we're looking at things. So we are looking at YouTube and YouTube views, gaining an audience on YouTube from the point of view of YouTube and what they want out of your video. At the end of the day, the best scenario is that your objectives are aligning with YouTube's objectives, and that's going to be a win-win situation for YouTube as well as for yourself. So a couple things to keep in mind is always look at it as you're providing a service through YouTube, and YouTube is going to look favorably on someone that provides that service effectively. So if your content is driving a lot of views, it's keeping a lot of audience retention, YouTube is able to monetize those views and gain off of those. They're going to look at that favorably as well. Your objectives should always be the same as YouTube's objectives, and that's to provide good, meaningful content to users that are searching for that particular term. So whatever the users are searching for, that's where you got to be providing the right content for those users. So regardless of title tags, thumbnails, all of these optimization techniques, they don't mean anything if at the end of the day your content isn't matching up with what the users are searching and what the users are perceiving your content being about. So always keep that in mind, as the first objective is to satisfy the users that are searching, providing them the best experience, and then that will put you in line with what YouTube wants and what kind of experience YouTube wants you to provide.